Hello, everyone. I'm Elaine Bain, your intuitive lifestyle coach. So today I'm going to talk about things that I do that keep my foods interesting. Because everyone's asking me, Elena, what do you eat? Well, I eat food. So I'm going to tell you some secrets that I do to keep my food always interesting and not mundane or boring. And it saves me a lot of time and money on top of that. So stay tuned. That's what today's video is about. But before I get into it, hit that like and subscribe button, please. I really appreciate your support on my channel. So today's video, Elena, what do you do to keep your food interesting? And what are some methods you do? And how do you just get out of the mundane, eating the same old uh, um, foods? Listen, I used to follow a meal plan. Tell me what to do, how to do it. I'm kind of one of those girls. And I did. I followed a strict 12-week meal plan to get myself ready for a photo shoot. 100%. I lost 35 pounds. I got myself ready for that photo shoot. It was fantastic. However, was it sustainable? Absolutely not. I missed my rice. I missed my potatoes. I missed my bread. I missed my carbs. So when you get back to that food, guess what happens? You gain a lot of your weight back. So I've done the whole roller coaster ride, as many of you have. So been there, done it kind of thing. So, and it's funny, to this day, I still can't eat squash because I ate so much squash on that meal plan. I can't eat spaghetti squash or acorn squash to this day. I just, ooh, makes me want to vomit. So what do I do to keep my food interesting, to what are methods I use to save myself time and money? So, because two important things, because look at the price of food these days. It's absolutely atrocious. So one thing I love are these guys, eggs. Love my eggs. I have eggs every single day, and I'll have them different ways almost every single day. So I'll do the traditional, I'll fry up 3 eggs and eat the whole bloody egg. Don't get into the egg whites. This is where the nutrients are. Where the yolk is, that's where the nutrients are. And it's really funny because in the 1980s, they said eggs were bad for you. Don't eat eggs. They're going to kill you. And then in the 90s, they were like, oh, no, eggs are actually really, really good for you. And it's funny, the narrative they're starting to tell us again is no, eggs are not good for you. All right. Best source of protein, easy source of protein, easy source of fat, eggs. Can't get wrong with eggs. And just remember, good fat doesn't make you fat, give you bad fat. Like an avocado has 30 grams of fat in it. You eating an avocado is not going to give you bad fat. So eggs, easy protein for me. This is one of my go-tos actually on a daily basis. So yes, I'll do the traditional, fry up 2 eggs, or on the weekends, if I have a bunch of eggs, I will pickle them. Now, pickled eggs are not my favorite, I must say. I prefer like a fried egg or a boiled egg any day over a pickled egg because I find pickled eggs are a little bit more rubber. They're more rubbery than a regular hard-boiled egg. So pickled eggs are not my favorite. However, that being said, I do like them. But I tell you, like right now, I have one of these in my fridge. On the mornings where I'm strapped for time, I just grab a Tupperware. I'll pop out 3 of these, throw in the Tupperware, and I go to work. Whether I have a quick meeting, or I'm running into a meeting, or running into another building for something, or it's another filming day. If I didn't have time that morning because I woke up late, getting the kids' lunches ready for school, or whatever the hell happens. Mornings are busy. Pickled eggs are a fantastic go-to. So I'll do these on the weekend. Like I'll pop out maybe 20 jars of these. And then they sit in my root cellar, and whenever I need them, I have them. So fantastic. Instead of picking up like a breakfast sandwich somewhere, I'll grab it for my pickled eggs. Also, a method I got into actually last January was canning. So I bought a all-American canner, and I got into canning, and I actually fell in love with it, canning. So I have, if I took you down to my root cellar, I have a lot of canned food. Maybe one video I will take you for a tour of my root cellar. So one thing I did can was chickpeas hash. Let me say that again. Chickpea hash. So I've canned that. So I soaked chickpeas overnight because you should soak your beans well overnight. There's a quick boil method, but I like to still soak them before I boil them. So I soak them overnight. There's sweet potato in here. There's spices. I think there's onions and garlic in here and chickpeas, and that's it. That's it. I put this jar in my All-American canner. It's completely sealed. And this can sit, I actually made this jar in June of 2022. So this jar is almost 1 year old. And actually, I opened up one this morning from 2022 and open it, smelled fresh, and it tastes delicious. As long as this seal stays, this could stay on my shelf for like 5 years. As long as this seal stays, you're good. If it was popping, then I would throw it out because it didn't seal properly. So I got into canning because I can can meals like this. Um, yeah, I'll spend sometimes a weekend canning a bunch of shit, but when it's done, it's done. Then literally this sits on my shelf. And then on the days where I don't have time to cook or I don't feel like prepping food or I don't feel like even cooking, I'll grab one of these. So I'll grab one of these and then I'll make a side of rice or noodles and I'll have both together and there's a meal and then the kids love it too. So it's all about convenience, right? It's about my saying, work smarter, not harder. So yeah, I'll spend some weekends canning things, but then it's done because the other weekends are spoken for. So when it comes to your food, get creative with your food. You don't always have to do the same old roasting or boiling or frying. Look into canning food or look into pickling things. Or if you don't want to, find somebody who enjoys this stuff and just pay them to do it because I guarantee you it's going to save you time and it's definitely going to save you money if you get into pickling things or canning things. Now, one question I get a lot is my kids eat the same thing. How do I spice up their food? So a good exercise I tell my clients to do with their kids is go to the grocery store and you tell your kid, we need to eat the colors of the rainbow. Produce department, tell them you need to go pick out something that represents the colors of the rainbow and give out, and they get excited over it. So when it comes to like that purple or purpley color that's in the rainbow, sorry, I can't figure out what the color is actually called. Sometimes a lot of kids will pick out an eggplant. Well, a lot of people don't cook eggplant, right? Well, guess what? You're going to buy that eggplant and then you're going to Google or YouTube, what do I do with eggplant? And be more creative because the average person only eats about 10 different food items. That's it. And they cook it and eat it the exact same way. Well, how boring is that? Right? So here's a challenge for you and your children, or you could just do it yourself. Eat the colors of the rainbow every single day. That's going to force you out of your comfort zone, and it's going to make you aware of certain fruits and vegetables that are in the grocery store that you have never seen before, you've never dealt with before. But guess what? Do a quick search and try something new. Why not? Get out of your rut. Stop being boring. So those are my simple tricks that I do to keep my food not mundane and how I save time and energy. I love pickling things. We do have a garden we have in our backyard. So I pickle a lot of the vegetables at the end of the season when we haven't eaten them. And I can a bunch of meals in a jar. So I have like beef stroganoff in a jar, chicken breast in a jar, chicken thighs in a jar. I have chili, sloppy joes, pulled pork, ground beef, all in a jar like this. So I literally pop this open, heat it up because it's already cooked. Add a side, dinner's done. And my lunch for the next day is done also. Also, one more thing I absolutely love to do, and I forgot to tell you, is you have a muffin pan. This is so easy. Get a muffin pan, get a bunch of eggs, whatever vegetable you like. You're going to break at least 5 to 6 eggs in a bowl. Put whatever vegetables you want, cut up vegetables you want in that bowl. For me, I usually just do onions or diced up red pepper, salt and pepper. And when you do use salt, please use sea salt or Himalayan salt. Don't use that pure white salt. That stuff will kill you. So your salt should always look dirty. Mix it all up. Then you get a muffin pan. I spray my muffin pan with the olive oil spray. And then I pour the mixture in each of these holes. Bake it for like 22 minutes at 350. And then afterwards, I take this pan, put it on my stove, let it cool off completely. And then I pop out the little egg muffins. They're called egg frittatas. I put them in a big Ziploc bag and I throw it in the fridge. And then you want a quick snack, I'll grab 2 of them, take them to work, and I'll just eat them cold. That doesn't bother me. But here's the thing, also my kids go in and take them. So it's an easy snack because when you go home and you're starving, you're going to grab whatever the hell it is you can get into your stomach the quickest. How many times have you put your hand in a cereal box and you're eating dry cereal and you're actually saying to yourself, this is absolutely doing nothing for me, but you're still fucking eating it, right? Of course you are, because you're starving. So if you can incorporate like egg frittatas, pickled vegetables, or canned meals in a jar, do it. It's going to be a game changer in your life. Absolutely. Anyways, those are my tricks, tips. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment at the bottom, and we'll see you in the next video.